Hello YouTube, what is up? Back with another video. Today, it's the part 2 of ranking the top 10 Marvel and DC characters. And then in part 3, we're going to 1 verse 1, 2 verse 2. And we're going to see who's really more powerful. Because DC will be the answer, although I haven't done it yet. Now first, I have to thank my friends Jake and Peter for giving me this idea. Couldn't make these videos without ideas, thank you. So part 2, ranking the top 10 most powerful DC characters. Obviously this is my opinion. I went a little bit off of lists. And I went way off of lists. Like when I say off, I looked at the list, I got some ideas from it, but I did not copy and paste. You're gonna see some of the things I say are pretty crazy. Some people I don't know as well, so they won't be ranked as high. You'll see what I mean. Number 1. I can't rank anyone else besides the presence here. This is like TOOA, which is the one above all, aka Marvel's God, but instead it's the DC God. I don't love always sticking him at 1. Sometimes I see that there can be more viable options, but I'm gonna get eaten alive if I can't agree with that. His thing is, his only power is to give the DC characters their powers. I have to rank him at 1. He gave the Spectre his powers, and he performed other feats that only the creator of existence could perform. I think that's a very fair way to put it. Let's continue. Number 2, I don't love ranking this person high, but I researched a lot about them. I actually read some comics about them, and I have to give it to Elaine Bellick. I don't like this person whatsoever. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not watching that TV show Lucifer. I'm sure if she's in it, they'll make her weak, like they do with every character. But Elaine Bellick is the throne to heaven. She's the daughter of Michael Demagros, I'm sorry. I also had comics about him. And I will rank him a little lower down, which is fair. But she boasts powers of, I'm just going off of Google here, atomic manipulation, magic, immortality, omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence. That means she basically has every power imaginable. She is one of the strongest inhabitants of the whole universe, Marvel or DC, but she's not better than the presence. I think it's very fair, though, to rank her 2. Number 3. This is where I definitely did not go off of lists. Typically, this man was ranked 9, 10. I'm giving Dr. Manhattan 3rd. Because, I don't know, but I really like Manhattan. Compared to other DC fans, they don't like Manhattan, and I don't see why. Because personally, I really like Manhattan. I think his power was like, oh, you see it in the Watchmen. Oh, you saw it. And then until in the DC comics of Doomsday, that's when I said, this guy could be stronger than the present. But maybe the Watchmen wasn't as, maybe the Watchmen took over his character. And then Doomsday Clock just couldn't show it like I hoped. He can tamper with reality whenever they think he wants. And that's honestly really it. And he can destroy the universe. I don't know. If you don't believe me, he destroyed it 9 times. Yet again, could he solo Marvel? Why not? Number 4. This was very difficult because number 4 and number 5 have basically the same exact powers. But I'm going to put the more well-known character, Lucifer Morningstar, at number 4. I think the issue with Lucifer is they came out with the TV show Lucifer. And it showed how weak he is. He knows magic, he has tricks, and he manipulates people. And he has it all. I don't know how else to put it. In the comics, he was really powerful. Yes, I started researching those comics. But no. In this TV show, they make him look like garbage. And I can't let people get tricked by that. Number 5. The father of Elaine Belloc, Michael Demagoras, who is exactly like Lucifer Morningstar. Like all archangels, he is immortal. He has super strength, just going off of Google here, super speed, invulnerability, sonic cry, flight, acidic blood, telepathy, and the power to speak to animals. If you don't know what I mean, sorry. If read the comics, he was sadly not as many as I hoped, but he's not the most fun character, but he's very powerful to see, which is why he's 5. Yes, could he beat the Hulk and whatever? Could he beat Thor? Yeah, easily. That shouldn't be a question. Number 6. I was considering 6, but I think it's very fair for Superman Prime to be at 6. Because if you think Superman is a top 15 character in DC, which I personally think he is, Superman Prime should easily be a top 5, and I put him at 6 character. The point of Superman Prime is I need you to think of Superman, but he's from the future. He's lived inside the Earth's sun for 1,500 years, and is just made of heat and has unstoppable force. Who's gonna stop it? He's absorbed all the energy. There's nothing you can do against that. I don't know who number 6 is from Marvel, but let me tell you something. No way they're beating Superman Prime. I would have put him 5, but we have gods at 5, and Superman is not a god. Number 7. I personally love this character, which is why I ranked him so high. The Spectre. This guy's in every comic you can possibly pick up. I really didn't expect that. But when Eclipso was cast from heaven, the Spectre took his place as the embodiment of God's wrath. The Spectre has taken many hosts, with the Green Lantern ones, Hal Jordan, with the most recognizable. Yeah, just as a have a sight, I thought that was pretty clever. Seriously though, let me explain more. Okay, so basically he's a force that's unstoppable. And as an extension to God's fury, he has to carry out the vengeance as his master sees it. Yet again, I just basically went off a sight. I really like how they worded it. Number 8. Bam, we're moving through this nest. Now, I never really saw the point in how this character is so powerful, but he wrecked the earth, so I have to put him at 8. Give me the Darkest Night. Now, I was reading the comic, because this is the only comic I could physically find him in. Dark Knight's death metal. The Batman who laughs became the Darkest Night. He trapped Pranapyata Perpetua. I don't know how to say her name, sorry. He got her in a lock, he crushed her, and he transformed into the Justice League's biggest headache. And the big thing is, he was the Batman who laughs. And then he turned into the Darkest Night. The Batman who laughs destroyed the world in around 2 to 3 days, and he destroyed the Justice League in a day. Who's beating this guy? I don't know how he was so powerful, but he is so powerful. Did he beat the Spectre? Yeah, I didn't really understand how, but the Spectre still ranked over him. Number 9. Oh, no. I have a little bit more things to say. He is an omnipotent force for evil, and is staggeringly physical and mental. We haven't seen him in a show yet, or in a movie, but you'll see. He'll be in a movie soon. Number 9, the AntiMonitor. I was going to stick 10 at 9, but I'll explain why 10 did not go to 9. I really like the AntiMonitor. I've always called him way too powerful. But when I'm comparing him to people who have destroyed the world, destroyed the universe, or gods, I can't put the AntiMonitor at 9. But let me give you a little bit of a backstory with him. He's like, they're working on him. So he is like part of his brother, the Monitor. He controls the antimatter universe. He kickstarted the crisis on infinite. Kickstart the crisis on infinite Earths. Created an army of light-throwing troops called the Thunders, and pops up frequently to cause trouble for heroes. Yes, he's the strongest of Parabolas children, which is pretty scary knowing how powerful the children are. And he can basically end reality as we know it. But basically so can the other 8, which is why he's 9. Number 10, someone who I physically also hate, Parabula, the parent of the AntiMonitor. Most sites said to rank them over them. Rank Parabula over the AntiMonitor, but I said there's no way. There's no way. Let me explain why. Going completely off of Google with this explanation so I don't botch anything. She's obviously a newer addition to the DC universe, and like the Batman of Who Laughs, she's never been in a TV show or a movie. I have not read much about her. But basically, she broke free from the Source Wall, and she powered up Lex Luthor and fought the Justice League. And then, sadly, I'm sorry, the Batman Who Laughs turned into the Darkest Knight, trapped her, and killed her. And she created the multiverse, which is interesting. The Marvel multiverse and the DC multiverse is very different, coming from Dr. Fate. Now, she's absurdly powerful, because she made the Monitor, the AntiMonitor, and the Word Forger. And she's a member of the Hand. Nothing else to say. Now here's my honorable mention. I can't lie, I was about to go with most missed here and stick Eclipso at 10, or Darkseid can go to 10. Darkseid True Form would definitely be a top 5 character on this list, but I'm not doing forms of characters to be clear. So the honorable mention, I was going to stick Eclipso. Dr. Fate is the honorable mention. I really like this guy. I've seen him a lot, and let me explain what I mean. Dr. Fate has mastered the magic that DC characters physically cannot have, and heroes and villains will never have. The original Dr. Fate was very powerful, and he was a part of the Justice Society of America, and then Kent transformed into Dr. Fate, and then he got spellcasting, invulnerability, flight, superhuman strength, force fields, healing, pyrokinesis, telekinesis, telepathy, teleportation, and let me explain that. I'm sorry, I can't say that word. He doesn't consist of matter. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna destroy the antimatter universe? You can't. So basically, he's indestructible. The reason he won't win, because someone will do more damage to him before they can do it to him. Like Manhattan, destroying the whole universe, yeah, that would beat him. And then magic users aren't nearly all like happy about like characters like this. And then he gets ranked 1. That's because people don't like him, but he's really good, which is my honorable mention, and why he's ranking as my honorable mention. Please like, subscribe. Thank you, Jake and Peter T. Have any other ideas? A Jake idea is gonna come out soon. Peace.